I installed these Nerf bars about 8 years ago, and so far, they've held up pretty well. But all the sand and salt around here has definitely taken a toll on the finish. And there are a few things I always wish were a little better. Before we find out if these running boards actually fix those things, we gotta get the old ones off. So I guess my first question is, after 8 salty New England winters, how bad is this gonna be? This isn't terrible for a New England truck. The hardware actually looks kind of amazing for around here, so hopefully this all goes smoothly. These Nerf bars are all one unit with the brackets welded to them, which makes removal a little more difficult. I use jack stands to hold the bar up while removing the hardware. My best advice if you're removing old steps is to just take your time, because a broken bolt will really mess up your weekend. This is the one that ruined mine. Fantastic. It's a new day. I spent like 2 hours fighting with that bolt. I tried an extractor, reverse drill bits. I tried cutting a notch with a Dremel and using a screwdriver. Ended up just punching it through, and now there's just a hole there. That really isn't ideal because the new bracket needs both holes threaded. 5 of the 6 brackets use this type of hardware, which has a threaded nut in case your truck doesn't have one. The only bracket that doesn't get one of these is the driver's side front, which is exactly where my bolt broke. Again, not ideal. But it does give me an excuse to get a new tool. I can use the Rivnut tool to install a threaded insert, and just like that, problem solved. And that is how I turn a 2-hour job into a week-long project. To try and prevent more hardware issues, I ran a tap through all the holes to clean up the threads. And now we can finally get to the install. Westin Automotive sent me these Outlaw running boards, and I'm super excited to test them out. Don't let all that hardware scare you. Installing the new running boards is pretty straightforward. Starting with the driver's side, loosely install the 2 8mm bolts, then the 2 smaller bolts on the pinch weld. I always use anti-seize on all the hardware to help out the next guy, mostly because I'm usually the next guy. I did anti-seize the original hardware, and I only broke that 1 bolt. For the next 2 brackets, use the plastic retainers to hold these in place. Carefully slide the bracket over and install the washers and nut. Then the 2 8mm bolts. With all 3 loosely installed, lay the running board on top and loosely attach it to the brackets. I tighten the brackets to the truck first, then adjust the running board and finish torquing all the bolts. And that's all there is to it. I installed the passenger side, and I'm really happy with how they look, but let's see if they actually fix the things I didn't like about the old ones. My first issue was the step position. These sit higher and don't stick out quite as far, which is way better for me. I also like the grip a little better, especially in the wet. But that wasn't the main reason for the change. The biggest difference is the ground clearance. These sit a little over 3 inches higher. I used to scrape the old ones every once in a while, and I don't see that as being much of an issue anymore. As an added bonus, I think these will do an even better job protecting the paint from all the rocks and sand that the tires kick up. The old ones did a pretty good job at that, but I think these will be even better. So the real question now is, was it worth all the effort to swap these out? For me and how I use the truck, absolutely. I'm much more comfortable getting in and out, and I cannot wait to go up to the mountains and test out the added ground clearance. So what do you think? Would you stick with the Nerf bars or switch to the running boards? If you're interested in the Outlaw running boards, I'll leave a link in the description. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.